Yeah, we will bring up Achille. We'd like to take you through some of our achievements since I assumed office here at the command on the 18th of September 2023 to date. Since my assumption of office here, as I said on the said date, I pledged to adopt sustainable ways and means of dealing with smuggling, while the focus will be on using administrative and strategic tools to block revenue leakages. I also promise to encourage compliant traders and our host communities along the corridor to be more active in their various business activities. As I said, for traders that are compliant, we'll put all the resources at our disposal to make them more efficient in their business activities, while we also deploy all our security apparatus to deter any person that is intent on infringing the laws. We have made notable impacts, especially with regard to our key performance indicators, revenue collection, anti-smuggling, and trade facilitation. The command continues to sustain its tempo in harnessing all revenue components to achieve desired goals. The target for the command for the year 2023 is 1,966,000,000 naira only. As at the end of October, the command has collected 3,50,100,912 naira 28 kobo only. The revenue figure collected as at the end of October exceeded the allotted target by 1,966,000,000 naira 84 million, sorry, 966,084,000 naira, and this represents about 55% increase in above and beyond the revenue target given the command for the year. We can attribute the successes recorded so far to different strategies adopted by myself and my officers here, and indeed other security agencies, through collaborations and active participation in certain strategic interventions. Now, under export, the command has facilitated a total of 41,867.88 metric tons. That is the export of various items. Of these items, 48 trucks of export products with an FOB value of 8,299,767,340 naira 57 kobo were processed through Seme Customs Joint Border Post. And under this, the command was able to collect the Nigeria Export Supervision Scheme levy (NES) to a tune of 41,504,608 naira. The surcharge paid for the period under review was 40,531,000 naira only. In the area of anti-smuggling operations, the command has been able to record tremendous successes. We have made seizures in the total of 168 live parrot birds, of which we and hawks, which we showcase because these items come under the protection of the Convention on Illicit Trade in Endangered Species (CITES), and we have continued to emphasize that Seme or this border post cannot be a transit point either for incoming or outgoing species that are considered to be endangered. Even right here, we have 3 porcupines. They've been in our custody. They were arrested while someone was trying to, take them out of the border. Porcupines also come under protection under CITES, and they are there for you to see. We've also been able to make arrests in the illegal imports of 3,805 50 kg bags of rice. This is the equivalent of about 7 trailer loads of foreign parboiled rice. Again, it is important to note that recently, as an initiative of the central bank, 43 items which were initially prohibited from having access to foreign exchange had recently been opened up for trade. Would like to inform those persons who are interested still in the importation of these items to avail themselves of the formal documents and procedures that are now made available for them to engage in the trade of these items. We've also been able to seize 1,756 jerry cans of premium motor spirit, the equivalent of which is 52,680 liters of PMS. And that, to put in perspective, is about 2 petroleum tankers, the equivalent of 2 petroleum tankers of PMS. We have some of them under display here, which we'll shortly take out of the sun because of the combustible nature of that item. Some of these items also have been auctioned out to members of the public because they are not things that you can keep in storage over long periods of time. The dangers associated with keeping them is very high, but according to laid down procedures, they have been auctioned off to members of the public and will continue to do so. Our warning to all those that are intent on pursuing this line of business is to tell them to desist. Indeed, recently we had a sister agency who have huge capacity on the water deploy some of their equipment here, and that show of support serves as a huge deterrent to the smuggling of PMS, and we hope that that level of cooperation and coordination that we're beginning to see from other sister agencies will continue to be so, because it is most effective. We've also been able to seize about 1,379 other general merchandise, hard drugs and narcotics, like you see displayed in front of me. These are 40 parcels of cannabis sativa. Both these parcels were at various times within this month tried to be smuggled by 2 persons. We just had their photographs taken, and these persons, concealed cannabis in various parts of their vehicle with the intention of smuggling them, in and out of the country. So they were intercepted, and we are glad to report that they are here, and we will be handing them over as during the course of this press briefing to the NDLEA. We also have other items seized are 2 used vehicles. 6 suspects were arrested in connection with all these seizures. The total duty paid value of items seized is 327,272,794 naira only. Indeed, all the interventions that we made, all the seizures that we've made, we cannot but applaud our sister agencies for the level of cooperation that they've given the Nigerian Customs Service. At the Seme Customs Joint Border Post, we have a high level of synergy with other sister agencies. We have all agreed to work even closer together, and we are mooting the idea of even having joint patrols to make sure that the gaps that exist are not being cashed on by persons that are intent on breaking the law. We also like to thank the Controller General of Customs and indeed the Nigerian Customs Management for the level of support that we've continued to enjoy, because without that support in providing the materials that are needed. We just received three vehicles. They are special purpose all-terrain vehicles that will serve the command. We are also expecting to have other kinds of infrastructure introduced here that will really boost our operations here at the Joint Border Post. We look forward to a more robust relationship with other sister agencies, and we also look forward and appreciate the amount of support that we've enjoyed from the press. We thank you for doing all that you do, and we want to promise you that we will not desist or we will not stop. Seme Command will continue to be the focal point of activities, especially considering, you know, what the AFDB said about this the Lagos-Abidjan corridor, which is considered to be one of the biggest or the most viable corridors for trade, especially in relation to the AFCFTA. We want to be more professional in the way we conduct our affairs here. We want to make the experience of users, compliant users, a beautiful one, so that nobody feels any sense of trepidation when approaching the borders, especially when they have legitimate business to do. But we want to instill fear in the hearts of those that are recalcitrant and those who want to insist that they will carry on doing all sorts of, you know, illegal businesses, because these are the consequences. They'll get arrested, they'll be prosecuted, and their rewards definitely will not be of any economic value. They will have to